Hey Facebook, how are you guys doing today? I am in my kitchen. Today is a special edition of Carmen's Live. We're gonna do some healthy food swatches, some healthy food swaps, just to help you get an idea of how you can lower, lose some weight. And I am a strong believer that simple changes add up to big changes over time. So if you're watching the replay, go ahead and drop a hashtag replay. And if you're watching live, go ahead and say, hey, let me know where you're watching from. So without further ado, let's get started. By the way, do we like my curls? I curled it today. Do we like it? Yes? No? Okay, so let's talk about our first swap. Which one do I do? I have all of them over here. Okay, so let's talk about my favorite one. How many of you guys used coffee creamer? If you use coffee creamer, go ahead and drop the word coffee below. A lot of us use it, but if you look on the back, for 1 tablespoon of this, there is, most of it's fat. Yeah, over half of it's fat, and it's just, there's a ton of carbs in it. This is just not good. There's a ton of sugar. So instead of using this, what I like to use is chocolate almond milk, and I just use about 2 tablespoons, and it tastes really, really, really good because I can't drink my coffee black. Hey Kim, hey buddy. So if you can drink your coffee black, do that. But if you are an addict, use almond milk. It is way better for you. It's dairy free. It's just way better for you. A lot less. Yeah, it's just this instead. Okay. And then maybe you can work your way down to not having anything. I don't have coffee very often, so it's kind of a treat. Okay, secondly, with pasta, a lot of us love pasta, right? So instead of having pasta, you can still have pasta stuff. You can either use spaghetti squash. I don't really like spaghetti squash because I feel like it has an odd texture and weird taste. I use zucchini. So what you can do is buy a spiralizer and spiralize it, and it tastes amazing. I don't even miss spaghetti or whatever. So this is a great way to get in your veggies and get rid of some of these gross carbs that, and there are good carbs, but these are not good carbs. These are not good. These are not good for you. So, something just flew out. So switch to zucchini or spaghetti squash, whichever you prefer. Like I said, I prefer zucchini because you can't taste it, but that's just my personal preference. And you can also make, like you saw yesterday, you can also use zucchini for taco boat or pizza boats. So zucchini is just so awesome, and it's such a good vegetable for you. Okay. This kind of goes along with the coffee thing, but if you are a big milk person, this is for Brandon. This is the only reason we have it. Switch to almond milk. They have really good vanilla almond milk. It's so much better for you. And if you think about it, we are the only we're the only things that eat another animal's milk. And it's kind of weird when you think about it, but there's so much sugar and there's so much crap in there. You don't need it. And dairy is actually highly addictive. So I really, really suggest I still have dairy because who doesn't love cheese? I love cheese, but I definitely try and limit it in my diet. So when I eat something, I may sprinkle a little bit of cheese, but just be conscientious of it. And it is really easy. I don't even drink almond milk unless it's in a shake or something. I don't drink milk anymore because I just don't need it because it's addictive. But so switch to almond milk if you need to. But so in salads, how many of you guys use croutons? I suggest instead of croutons, switching to sunflower seeds or almonds. I really like almonds, but they're really expensive. But nuts are so good for you. There's a lot of vitamins and minerals in them. And again, you're getting rid of all the carbs, and just, it's way, way better switch. And you still get the crunch and the satisfying crunch. So, hey Patricia. Okay, we have a couple more here. So instead of rice or potatoes or something, I highly encourage you to try quinoa. Quinoa is very low on the glycemic index, which is food you want to eat. So dark leafy greens, quinoa, and in the book, A Habits of Health book that I have, it talks about all sorts of different options. But quinoa is a great swap for this, and you can season it too to make it taste good. It kind of looks weird. They look weird when they get cooked, but it's really, really good. And all this stuff is going to take getting used to, but It's so much better for you. And like I said, little changes add up over time. Okay, so 2 more. Instead of vegetable oil, which is not good, and you shouldn't be cooking a ton of stuff in oil, but I mean, I do sometimes, like, you know, to get the brown on the chicken and stuff. But I suggest using olive oil. It's, again, better switch, less fatty, better for you. You really don't even taste a difference. It is a little more expensive, but it's worth it. Your health is worth it. So thanks for some of the love. And then this isn't really like health related, but this is just something that I've been doing over the last 4 months, and it's really, really made a difference in my life. So instead of using like a moisturizer, use coconut oil. I know it sounds really, really weird, but coconut oil is like, it is the god of oils. Like, it is amazing. There's so many different uses for it, but my favorite is to I just take a little bit and rub it on my face. And now if I use like even Clinique, like I loved Clinique and it's a decent high-end brand. Like even when I use nice stuff, it feels like my pores are clogged, and I've noticed a lot of improvements in my skin texture. And just get coconut oil. It's amazing to have around the house. You can also use it as a hair mask. You can use it to remove makeup. You can put it in, you know, coffee because of the MCT oil, and that will help with digestion and better focus. I don't do that. But yeah, coconut oil, put it on your face, do it for a couple months. You will never be able to use anything else. And honestly, this is really cheap. This is like $11 at Walmart. And as you can see, maybe it's like down to here. But before I started using it on my face, it was like down to here or so, and I had been using it to cook with and stuff. So it lasts forever. So it's really, really cheap option instead of spending $40 on, I don't know how much this was, but you know what I mean? So that is just an amazing little hack for you guys. So if you guys enjoyed this video, if you thought it was helpful or found value in it, I would appreciate it if you would share it. Go ahead and comment below what your favorite swap was. I would love to hear it. Or if you have another swap, I am totally open to suggestions. But yeah, the big thing for me is the coffee thing. People don't realize how much calories and how much fat they're getting just in their coffee, which is crazy. I think there's a study that shows, and I've talked about this before, there's a study, like, if people were to just cut out, you know, the crap in their coffee, like, people would lose like 15 pounds in a year or something. Most people anyways. It's just really interesting. And ever since I started my health journey a long time ago, I've been really conscientious of that. And I actually don't really drink coffee very often unless I'm feeling really tired, which I was up with Brandon all last night, so I'm having a little bit of coffee. But usually I'll have tea or something. Tea is another great thing to have instead of coffee, so that's another hack for you. But anyways, again, like I said, I hope you found this useful. I will talk to you guys later. See you guys.